delightfully unprofessional.
Well, we got to start somewhere. So,
Right, yeah.
welcome one and all to the DarkBrue podcast.
Hey. Well, it's been in the making for what?
We've only talked about it
Quite a while.
months, maybe years at this point.
I think it's been over a year since it was first mentioned. Yeah. Where we aim to fill the void. That is an entertaining way to celebrate
ESO
ESO.
podcasts that talk about the news and stuff, but we're a little more entertaining than that. Just reading through patch notes, that shit's boring.
Can you imagine? We got our podcast up and it's just us reading through all the patch notes,
reading
talking about
patch notes every time. God, that would suck.
What are the patch note pals? That's what we could call it. No.
Yeah.
No.
So pilot
Although
episode
that'll
one, here we
actually
go.
Can we have a time where we do talk about patch notes? Because that would help me.
Sure.
That'll be one way to get me to actually read patch notes.
Yeah, I mean, I read the patch notes, but we can talk about them. I'd prefer to not read them because that seems dull.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely does.
This
it's interesting,
is
though.
Brought to you by trial diapers. You're not
jumping right in. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, we got to mention the sponsor. That's very important.
Mm-hmm.
That's what keeps us going.
Is what keeps this ship afloat? It may have just started.
This company that paid us some money.
Yeah. Trial diapers.
Trial diapers are important. So you don't want to get up in the middle of your trial. Everybody's already frustrated. If you get to a stopping point, you don't want to be that guy or girl.
Yeah, no one likes that person in the trial who says, "Oh, we just had a bathroom break, but after the next 2 pulls, I need to go to the bathroom." No, it's time.
They don't understand. They don't understand your bladder.
Super absorbent, better than Depends. It's meant for real gamers.
Where you can really depend on it in your most critical moment. Can you imagine? There have been times when I wish I had trial diapers. So I went and got some. What is this going to be a commercial now? Trial diapers. Yeah, there's some good concepts though. Some drink holders. There's arms that extend out. They have a joint in them. I guess that are an arm or something that you can hold your drink, move it away from you.
Desk?
So yeah.
That'd be
sure.
Nifty.
I don't know where we're going.
Desk. Why not just use the desk to hold the drink?
Well, if you have a desk, what if you're deskless?
Fair. Yeah. What if you're just reclining it, just in a recliner?
Hey, I don't always sit upright to play this game. I'll be 100% honest.
It's been a long time since I've done anything but just sit in a chair.
Yeah.
I used to play in a recliner.
I used to have my favorite gaming, I guess, chair. And maybe it's nostalgic, but it was also very comfortable. It's the one that sits on the ground. The one that it's like a rocking chair without legs, right? Little gamer chair. Mm-hmm. And I've seen all kinds of iterations.
That was
but I had one.
That was while I was working at Target. The gamer chairs is one of the big things, and it had speakers in it. You could run an audio line all the way to your Xbox. It wasn't Bluetooth though, which was dope.
Yeah, I mean they've come a long way, of course. And all the big companies want to cash in to make a fancy gaming chair and get it in Best Buy. But yeah, we're Target or whatever. But yeah, it was basic though, and what I loved about it most is I could stand up on it and balance. So I put my foot where the head goes and where you sit,
Mm-hmm.
I surfing on it and stuff. Very surprised it didn't break that thing. It's good quality. It lasted. I wish I still had that thing though. Put my old ass in it. So ESO right now.
Yeah. So what are you getting into right now in game? What kind of stuff are you up to?
I've really been wanting to go clear out all the 4-man stuff. Just get after it.
Yeah, I've been working hard at those triples, or just like clearing the individual achievements.
All the above. Just honestly, doing a lot of pledges lately. Not for the keys, but just like extra opportunity to get, because other people, it's like it'll get other people in dungeons, right? They're like, oh yeah, pledges, sure. But it's like just clearing out everything, like because a lot of that takes time. Kill 400 Atrodox or whatever in here.
I've been doing more pledges lately, just for sticker book purposes.
Well, yeah, and it's all of that. It's like running dungeons. You know, you can do a lot of things at once, and I'm a big proponent of doing that. Like in game, if I can go to Dragonstar and farm for a lead while I finish up my book there or whatever. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm down.
Oof, Dragonstar though, that's so long. The commentary is just so much.
It's yeah, because and it never ceases. Like I'll get to like the sixth stage and I'll be like, aren't we about done? It just feels.
Have we about reached the end of this, or?
It's kind of purgatory, I think. Like those late nights in Maelstrom. Where you've been in there for a long time.
You went crazy.
You just don't want to be there anymore.
Over those solo arenas. I've never seen someone work so hard at them.
Well, I'm not done yet. I haven't been back in Vadishan. Those places can be brutal. You can be, because you only have a window of time where I think, well, for me, and it could be a few hours, but it's still a window where you're going to be at your optimal. You have the time, you're awake, you have the mental energy left to be able to do what you need to do. Your hands aren't cramping maybe after being in there for a few hours. So it's like, because I want to get it done. It's a bad feeling to leave. The feeling to leave anywhere when you haven't got your closure yet.
That happened in Black Rose the other night. I was like, damn, we were rolling.
I know.
We were rolling, but we were just running out of steam. It was 1 a.m. on a weeknight.
And I was so tired. Yeah. I was like, and I could see how I was fucking up too. But yeah, that was a really good run. Black Roses,
I was really proud of Snacky. Those were good heals. She's top tier healer.
She's good. She's good, man. She's the most stubborn, I think. Honestly, like she spent. I won't say it here. That'll embarrass her. She spent a lot of time in the arena. Just like, I'm not gonna leave till I get it done. Something like 13 hours her first time without a shred.
I've yet to do Vadishran on Vet. A few things.
No, I know.
Haven't been in there. Haven't spent the time. Haven't felt the need.
Well, gee, and that's like that was you got the trial bug.
Yeah, I've been real trial heavy.
I've never had that. Like honestly, it's like I said a long time ago. I'm patient to wait for the guild and the people that I like running with, and it's cool, man. I say it's cool for anybody. You want to go chase down, do your parses, get into a good trial guild, go hammer it, do it. But I just figure I'll be playing this game for a long time. It'll fall in where it falls in, and But you with the arenas with Badistran, I would like to. I want to see all the people I know get in there and everywhere, right? Do it all.
Yeah, I want to see my friends, my guildies, be successful in everything they try to do, all the content they run.
And it pushes yourself, right? You get people around you doing the same thing. You see their score, it can be a motivator for sure.
That's the goal, though, as long as you don't get too elitist about things, though.
Well, right.
which
but
for some reason tends to happen to some people in ESO. They feel the need to put themselves above others because of their achievements, instead of encouraging others to get to where they're at.
Yeah. It's sad to see.
It happens. I'm sure it happens in every game.
Of course
I'm sure
it
it's
does.
more toxic in others.
Of course it does.
COD players, man, whew, that's a different breed.
Yeah, I do, and it's not because of that I haven't played Call of Duty. I fell out of that. I fell away from Call of Duty. Enjoying it. I used to prestige on that. Like, man, there's just so many of them. They just keep coming out.
I like how
forever.
We moved from the prestige system to just the season system. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
They just call it something else.
Yeah, the monetization system, the way they've set up with season passes and like all the games, somebody did it similarly, right? And there's variations, of course. Everybody wants to be the guru that sets the template, but still play safe though. And so you see these variations, but it's in everything. Like I guess Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite. Not a couple rounds, but it looked like a similar system where you could buy the monthly to get buy the premier pass, whatever they call it in each game.
The battle pass. That's my off-stream game. I play Fortnite with my IRL friends because they're not much of gamers, but for whatever reason they like playing Fortnite.
Does that have mouse and keyboard support with that new Xbox?
So. Through Xbox, I'm pretty sure.
Because you really need a keyboard, I think, to play that game effectively. Like, it's the best.
It's the building, yeah. Having a keyboard would just make it so much better.
Yeah, that's an interesting component in that game. That was so interesting with it in PUBG when it was coming out at the time. I don't know if you remember that whole situation. Like PUBG had taken the lead on being the Battle Royale like prototype, and then Fortnite changed its whole scheme set up the way it was. It wasn't a battle royale at first. It was like set up differently. You had to fight off zombies or whatever it was coming after you. Then they're like, oh, let's kind of do this other thing. Kind of like the PUBG thing. PUBG sued them. But Fortnite took off after that.
But yeah, Fortnite ended up winning, didn't they?
Oh my god. Like, I don't even think it's... I haven't looked at the money figures, but
I look at like the streaming
and sheer.
There's just
looking, I can just see, from I'm watching YouTube and different things, just people and just the partnerships that Fortnite that has with Disney and everything.
Every major brand.
Yeah. So, but that doesn't surprise me, and kudos, Kudos to that.
I got fucking Johnny Sins popping up in my Discord messages.
Gerb. So it's Gerb. Yeah. As an astronaut, I'm like, is that a movie? Oh man.
So what have I been up to in game? Building the mag.
Yeah, what have you been up to?
The mag blade's been fun. I've been thoroughly enjoying the mag. The PvP side of it, though, I still like Stam. I don't know. I love I guess Nightblades are my favorite class. I think I finally decided that. I just love all Nightblades. I want to make a Nightblade hero next.
I'm the same, man.
I really like. Different. It's not like lots of people love Templars, love Sorks. I feel like Nightblades don't get quite the love. Crow. People.
I just think it's because they're viewed as being a more selfish kind of thing.
That's fair. They don't provide.
And it's not necessarily true at all. I mean, like, well, You can run orbs.
I give you movement speed.
No, I guess
That's my contribution.
You can speed up your group though. Like you can, that sometimes that's that's important.
I mean, it helps save stam sometimes, I guess, for people. It's like, all right, well, I don't need to sprint. I'm moving fast enough. Or, you get to A to B so much faster, it takes less stamina to get there.
Yeah.
So I love it in the backyard of Mall.
Yeah.
I don't synergize. I just use my Path of Darkness constantly.
We get to do that again tonight, huh? For the listeners, we're
oh yeah.
We're like our core is like mid tier. It's like
I like it though because it's a slow grow, but we've been slow growing together for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fun because I thoroughly enjoy playing with you guys.
Absolutely the same. We got a good group of people.
Uncoordinated is a good time. I'm glad Zoo's running it. He runs it very well. Shout out Zoo.
And to whoever is listening to this, which it'll probably just be
it'll probably just be Guilty.
I don't even know where are you gonna put this up? You gonna put it on
I'm gonna put it on Spotify. You need to look
everywhere
at Apple Music. Everywhere Google Podcasts, everywhere you find podcasts.
We can even add some. Eventually, my idea is to add some graphics and stuff, and then stick a version on YouTube too, on whatever channel. We can have a channel together, or
I think it should be a group channel. I'll still plug my stream, but should keep them separated.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because who knows what this animal that we call the DarkBrue podcast.
This beautiful content coming out.
Evolve into this. There's so many with us visionaries is what I like to call us.
The ideas have been flowing today, bud. I think it's just the coffee, though.
I literally slept in because this week been back at work, just brutal. I'm not used to just doing that specific activity, which is fine. I just got, and I'm old now. So I've been pounding and shake, trying to get my body used to this again. But just passed out. I woke up and I was like, yeah, we got to do that. We got to get this going because it's been way too long that we've planned
Positively. So what's our podcast topic of the week today? What are we talking about on the DarkBrue podcast?
You know what? Give me here bullshit for just a second. I'm gonna look something real quick.
Well, my bullshit topic of the week is Halo is amazing. I know. So
I'm actually playing it at the moment. It's
really?
in the background. Yeah, because I was watching. We popped over your stream last night, Twitch. It's TheBrueCru, twitch.tv.
Oh, appreciate that plug.
Yeah, and actually, I didn't realize my overlay on my phone. If I swap to another app, it'll keep the Twitch up and a little picture-in-picture, thing. But sometimes it'll disappear, and I thought it was off. Well, your stream sent me to somebody else's. And 3 hours later, I looked up and I had watched their whole stream. They were offline too.
Oh yeah, I raided Chili Phil last night. He's in our guild. But he's also an Xbox and a ESO streamer. He's a PvPer player.
Yeah, it sent me there before. But yeah.
That's funny. You kind of forgot about it. You come back and you're like, who was I watching? And the stream's even over.
Yeah, well, I was watching you play Halo and I was like, all right, cool. We were progging for a very long time last night in our 4-man.
Yeah, you guys were working
and we did a little bit of a few things and we didn't get it done, but it's fine. We got into Stone Garden too, letting
Did you guys get everybody see that, or was it just clearing vet and giving some achievements a go?
We were trying to go get Bone Collar Spain for Gerben Dab last night.
Gotcha.
Two top notch fellas.
Did the grapples get you?
No, it was really the last half of the the boss fight, the hard mode every time. Just like a random meteor or something would take out somebody. Not going to divulge any more details of our special ops mission. I was trying to. Sorry, I was stalling for time. I get rambling.
What's my?
Don't get me going.
I know you got stories for days
on a podcast.
That or we get Toasty on here and just let him start telling stories.
I was like, hey, it's a 3.5 hour podcast today. Watch it. Why? I was like, wait, Toasty was our guest. And if you don't know Toasty, we're gonna have to have a guest on each time now.
We're gonna have to start bringing guests
to just kind of, I thought about even having Thray as the the token radio show female voice that just
the feminine energy that's needed instead of just two.
That would just every once in a while we go, hey, Thray, and then she chimes in, and that's like it for a little bit. But she's welcome to, I don't know, a lot of ideas getting bounced around in this canteen. Right?
Our prog, I'm in a prog with Thray. We're running Monday nights. We're doing March of Sacrifices, Beast personality runs.
Yeah, I know. I popped in there. Remember, I was watching y'all do that hard mode.
I'm glad we got that done. That's one of the tough.
See, and I missed y'all getting it done because that was our prog started.
Oh shit! I should have clipped it. I've been trying to clip to harder content just so either the pull that does it or the whole run all together. Just so hey, here I clipped our Bone Callers Bane run, and was like, hey, here's our Bone Callers run. This is how we did it. You can do it however you want, but watch it. Oh, you know what I got lost in earlier today as I was getting ready? Is this fucking soundboard I found online. There are so many good sounds.
Yeah, buddy. That is fun. You go down the rabbit hole. Stupid sounds. Yeah,
Just a casual fun. Just mix it in.
That was very casual. You had me fooled.
Yeah, there's been all kinds of stuff, but Halo's been a blast. If you don't already know, it's on Game Pass, and Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass are merging, so you got it for free, pretty much.
Is that gold finally going away? Because Wick still has gold.
Yeah,
every time I'm trying to hey Wick, play this other game.
But I think it's merged. It's going $5 up, which is why it's merging. So they're gonna charge $15 a month.
Yeah, I mean that's I've already gone to that my long time ago. It's because Game Pass Ultimate 15. It's
Game Pass is fun. I don't even play the variety of games, but Game Pass allows me to play remotely, which is dope. It's much better than the remote play on your console.
Mm-hmm.
If you go through the Game Pass app, it's much smoother, which is cool. And hey, I didn't have to pay for Halo, and I can play Halo Infinite, infinitively.
Yeah,
infinitely.
That's the word.
There it is. We found it. The brain just needed a minute.
Infinitely. Yeah. That's cool, man. They're doing it right. Game Pass, Xbox, Microsoft, whatever.
I see the vision that they're going for. Play whatever console you want, wherever you want. We hope you choose ours, but it doesn't have to be.
But
they also have the leg up because of PC.
What about the Steam Deck? All right. Do you know about the Steam Deck?
No, I asked for a Stream Deck for Christmas though.
Do you? Okay, you're not the biggest PC gamer, but do you know what Steam is?
Absolutely.
Valve.
What did they make a mobile?
Yeah, it's called the Steam Deck. It's Google it. Check it out. Steam Deck. All right, so people that use PC, Steam is the portal. Gabe Newell, Half-Life guy.
Oh, it's released in February. Oh, it's a real thing.
Oh yeah, And that will allow you to PC game everywhere through Steam, or Steam has every game. You know what I mean?
I wonder how
The only thing
strong
they
it
don't
is.
have is like Xbox exclusives, but they still have that kind of because it's Microsoft. I don't know. That should be interesting. They had some problems. I think one of their ships' cargo was just stolen. Right? So like a whole
Pirates.
like 12,000 units or something were stolen off a ship, a cargo ship, or which is not good because it hasn't even launched yet. Or I don't know if it were prototypes or something. I heard about it the other day. That's not great, right? Or it was parts to finish making them. But I think it was actual. Because it says, I don't even know if they've, I don't know. There's so much going on. I still looking for an Xbox. A new Xbox. It's been a year.
I do have a new Xbox. It is amazing.
Yeah.
I forget what I was doing, but I switched back to Halo literally a day and a half later, instantly in my campaign. And I was like, oh my God. Like, how does it still remember where I was in my campaign? Like, I've played 2 different games since then. But bam,
It's
I'm
magic.
back and I'm in it.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, it's gorgeous. I mean, I need a 4K TV, but it still like bumps up 1080 a bit. It's not just like standard HD. And mwah, mwah.
Chef's kiss.
I think it's well worth the $500 because if you were to build a PC to try and match these specs, over $1,000.
Yeah, they put it all right in one little handy machine for you. I was actually looking up some of this gamer news. And that thing I just told you about the pirating and all that. That's
The pirating.
I wonder how.
Of Xboxes?
Yeah, this. No.
Oh, of the
Valve thing.
actual
Everybody,
pirating, like stealing ships.
All their stuff gets. The actual pirating, the original OG pirating. Pirates. Like actual
bottle of rum to soothe my tongue, and that's the life for me.
This is my Steam Deck now. I'm the captain now.
It always confused me, people who try to steal technology. Like, as soon as you pop that online, you're tracked again. Like, how do you just wipe all of that?
You have to sell all the Steam Decks through the Silk Road.
And at what point does it become legitimate again? That like, well, this has been lost long enough that like, wherever it signs on from, it's
you're useless.
You're not in trouble.
Like
anymore.
I don't.
Like, it was through legal means or whatever.
Maybe they convert them. IP. Maybe it's like these huge arms dealers, who convert them into like death devices, right? Who knows? Steal a bunch of Game Boys and turn them into drone controllers. We've got. I was gonna ask, were you a Sega kid? Were you a Nintendo kid?
Ooh, that's a good question. I was a Nintendo kid. I had an N64 was my first console.
Wow, it's a good one.
I mean,
it's good. It's a fun console.
Back
to have as your first.
Blowing those cartridges, was a pain in the fucking ass.
They say that Nintendo still stands by that never helped.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I don't know.
I don't know how we were supposed to legitimately clean them, but like, there's nothing more you wanted to do then play your game, and like you go to turn it on and nothing. So you had to flick it off.
But you knew what you had to
Slam it
do,
back
right?
in.
It wasn't any. It was like, okay, let me do my thing real quick. Let me do my trick, like the Fonz, but with
So I
blowing.
got to the point where some of my games I had to do it 5-6 times.
See, yeah, with the 64, I never experienced that too much. I'll be honest.
That's fortunate.
And I had two of them because I was
Yeah, where'd you start
fancy.
though? What was your first console? Was it
An
64?
Atari
Oh, an Atari.
3600, I think. Yeah, my parents had one. I was as young as I can remember. There was really shitty. We had ET, which is widely, you know, considered to be the worst game of all time, and I can't disagree with that. I remember playing it and being like a little kid who was happy to have any kind of game or anything, and being like, "This, I'd rather go outside and play with sticks." But and I did, but then I got a Nintendo. Oh, buddy, I got a Nintendo in I want to say 85 or 86. Like I think Nintendo came out in 80. Famicom, which is the original, the Japanese Nintendo, came out in 83. We'll say. I got, and then in America, I think it came out in maybe US in 84. So I got it pretty soon after that. And I remember in 1986 Easter, I was 5 years old, still a picture of me in my little tidy whities getting Zelda, Legend of Zelda in my Easter basket.
Ooh.
And let me tell you, game changer. And my mom used to like grab all the rupees for me while I was at school. So she'd go around with Link, and I'd come home and I'd be at like 999 rupees, most you could have. That's all she'd do. I was like, she'd farm gold for me. Like,
were your parents big gamers? That's pretty cool.
No, my mom would play. Like she had that other 64 that I allude to. Mm-hmm. I got later. But she wasn't. She would try, and then she'd every once in a while on her own be doing something, but my dad never. Like when I was real little, might play here and there, like for a second. That was it. What about you?
Oh God, no. No, my parents never even touched a game. In fact, my parents were fun in that anytime they were trying to reference a game I was playing, they referenced the wrong one. So like I'll be playing N64 or Xbox, and they'll call it Game Boy. Like, oh, he's downstairs playing Game Boy. No, that's not what I'm doing.
They don't know. They don't.
They tried. They you know, didn't get on me too much.
Got adult things to think about, you know. The
which
mortgage.
was fun. I played with my brothers a little bit. I have two brothers, one of which liked playing games.
That's cool.
But other than that, it's been like online friends or friends from school, you know.
Mm-hmm. I still have my buddy Mike Chartava. We met, sixth grade?
Shout out Mikey Mike.
And then that was like the year that Mortal Kombat came out. Street Fighter 2 was lit.
Ooh, and a lot of those fighting games.
92. So we bonded over that, and like we still have our gaming sessions against each other. Like on it, we still play on the Super Nintendo. We go back and hit them all up. Our classics.
That's awesome.
It's cool. It is cool. It's just to think back. I think I was at the almost the perfect age to experience good gaming my whole life, and that as well. Like, because Nintendo, the original Nintendo, I think was the pivotal moment.
I grew up when games were starting to get complicated and very in depth and deep.
What about arcades? Were arcades even around when?
Arcades were things, but like why? I have an Xbox at home.
Well, yeah, and you're right. And arcades can still do more. You know, they still have. Well, I don't know. I've been, but they have the ability with the cabinets and more processing power. But you're right. It's like I can get everything I need now. I have an arcade at home with Game Pass or
exactly.
with my collection.
It's like why pay the 50 cents or $1 or $2 for a run at what was it, like Tekken 5 or whatever? Was like a common shooter, like, you know, they had the guns attached to the machine at the arcade and you're ba 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 ba. And, continue, you died, put in more tickets or whatever. And, yeah, you'd go and do that every now and again because it was a good time. Played laser tag while you were there, other, go-karts. But, yeah, I have an Xbox at home where I can lay on my couch and play all these games and very in-depth AAA games.
Yeah. Why do you need to? And that, and that goes to really speak about how as technology advances so quickly, we have these little moments that are kind of lost, that are special moments that aren't going to last, like the arcade era, or going to see a live band back before you could download it, or you know what I mean, like
when you just had the radio playing the songs and you're like, wow.
And that those moments are so special because they're never going to be experienced that way the same by any other genre of people or any other generation. It's just different, and that's okay. But it is what it is, and it's cool. Those little moments you get to experience, at least those little times where other people might not ever get to do that. It's very interesting,
and our own unique moments in our own generations, right?
Mm-hmm. Did you hear about the leak, the Elder Scrolls 6 leak, right?
Oh my God! What? Is it a true?
Yeah, so apparently there was an email that was found that said,
"Oh, there's a leak."
It said that tentatively the earliest is like 2024. That Elder Scrolls 6 will be out. That's the earliest. And looking at how the Starfield, which is Bethesda's new
I'm very
project for
Starfield.
Next year coming out. The single player adventure, the Fallout and Skyrim in space. So very simplify it, but probably a lot different. They haven't touched space really yet. I guess not much. Think about all the Bethesda stuff they've done.
That's why it's going to be incredible. They can add the same depth to their game in space that they do in all their other universes.
And the bugs, they'll probably have the same bugs they have in all their games in space too.
What kind of glitches can we get into in space?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot of stuff now. Oh man, there's so much stuff, especially because the things picking back up after the big slowdown of production in any kind of front, because of the disease. It's cool to see because there was a time there where like movies weren't getting made. Everything production was halted in so many different ways, not just the entertainment industry, but I'm excited. I can't wait for these flying mounts we're going to get one day, right?
Sauce, if you ever happen to listen to this podcast, flying mounts. Put that
I want a DeLorean.
Crazy on the idea notes.
Hey, can you imagine if ESO got if they went the direction like Fortnite with these partnership deals? We could have the Avengers in ESO.
Just Avengers in ESO. Master Chief pops in. Naruto.
Yeah. Darth Vader.
Yeah, just like all these different ass franchises you just see in games. What?
You're just whoring yourself out. Lore. No problem. We're this now because we love money. Crossover with ESO maybe one day with some kind of something.
How did this even leak? Who did this leak through?
Look up Elder Scrolls 6.
I'm looking at an article now, GamerRevolution.com, but comes from essentially the same place as the GeForce Now leaks. I don't know what that is.
Dude, you need to investigate.
Apparently. Gear 6. Boo.
I try to care about Gears of War and I can't.
I can't, dude.
I played the first couple, and then I was like, okay, I got it. I got it. Like I get it. It's cool. Yeah. It's not my thing. Not a big over the shoulder shooter guy. Let's go, first person or
I've gotten used to
even
playing
third person.
Fortnite, but that's the
Right.
only third person shooter I'll play.
But it's at least it's not right over the shoulder. Be a little bit see around you. You see around. That's right.
Exactly. It's not like right there where my
Yeah,
mind's taking up half the screen.
right. Where you actually, it's almost like not a blind spot, but kind of. I don't know. I haven't really been playing. Like I played a little bit of the Battlefield, the new Battlefield.
Oh, okay, you like it? I played that in beta.
No.
Oh.
And I'm a huge Battlefield guy, and like I literally, I played a little beta. Said they had a lot of problems, like a lot of problems, and people either hate it or love it, which, whatever, people. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I should play more of it. Maybe I want to play the new Far Cry. I haven't gotten into that yet. Like Far Cry games.
Oh, you like the Far Cry games?
I just like stuff exploding. I like having a bunch of different guns. um, and I don't have to be PvP all the time. Like I can enjoy a really good campaign or story if it's, if you're giving me the good action adventure. I like now how your games where you can zoom along, whatever. Like with Halo with the grappling rope hook,
anything that helps you
stuff
move real
that
quick.
gets you moving. You know.
But like that's artificially created, right? Because like every game determines the pace of play, and then they give you a tool to make it faster. Well, why didn't you just set it to being faster in the first place?
I don't know. I guess a bunch of different reasons. Yeah. They want it to be realistic, but also ultra realistic or hyper realistic, I guess. So it's like gives you the illusion of being like, okay, I'm normal, but I have these assistants, so it's not that crazy. I can immerse myself in it a little bit, or I don't know. If the game does it right, that's I think the idea around it. If that's what they're going for. I don't know. What about you? Like, when it comes to, I guess, first-person games, do you play any other games besides shooters? You ever played like stealth first-person?
So I won't
Dishonored.
lie. The first game I ever challenged myself on was Zelda, actually. But like I tried playing like Tom Clancy games and those sort of like be more methodical in the approach and slower. Stealthy.
Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Sixes, yeah. And I suck at them. I get too antsy. Assassin's Creed's probably the slowest I'll go, and like
Okay.
I can plan that out because I like the environment of Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, though, shooters aren't my big go-to. I like Smite. I like Rocket League. I like some other sports games. Like I used to like FIFA before I got too upset with the business model. Same with Madden. Like I like the sports games. I just hate they come out every year.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Madden's taking a
Yeah,
turn.
I understand that. Like, hey, sell $60 every year, but how about we just start moving on to the subscription pass, like everything else? So we're not buying a new game, just buy the new players or whatever, a new game mode or two, whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't think they've really done well, and it's shown because they throw their stuff on Game Pass really, really quickly because it's just a washed down product. At this point, it's just a reskin each year.
Yeah.
Instead of really dynamically, or the thing with Madden 2 was they felt the need to, and I get it, right? You don't want like what we're talking about. You don't want the same thing each year and it'd be fine if they went to your model and just were like that. But if you're buying a $60 game, you want a new game And I think they got lost in, well, what new thing can we put in? And then they forced things like the vision window where you actually had to, your odds of getting a receiver, you had to move a cone AoE, for lack of a better term, to be on the receiver as you're running around back there. Also, with everything else going on, like one season, that was, it was like, okay, you tried something new, but it just didn't work, right? I think they try a bunch of stuff and just see, but they've stopped doing that. As far as I've tried a couple of the last few years, I used to play every one, like literally from '98 on, at least give it some time, if not purchase it. But
Oh, you know what I just remembered? What game I really loved? Very formative. Age of Empires 2. Woo, baby.
so RTS or turn-based.
Yeah. That was my shit.
It's yeah. Used to get into some of the Civilization, that kind of stuff.
Exactly. I wasn't like competitive in it, but I just love that style of play. But I mean, I always
real-time strategy. Did you play against other people, or was it just always computer?
I played against AI. Yeah, I wasn't up for actually getting my ass kicked.
Because AI will kick your ass enough on those hard settings, man.
Yeah, I bumped it up to, I think I played on moderate on average, so like I wasn't like overly stressed about it.
Talk about it. Like you trap them 7 hours. Yeah. Not like that in that game. Just
I tried to clear the map. I wanted every resource off the map. So I would trap my enemy so the game kept going, but they were weak enough they wouldn't actually cause a problem. And then I'd just start making an army of villagers, and we are taking over this map in all of its resources.
The old Genghis Khan technique.
Yeah. But yeah.
There was some bug. I remember reading about some bug in Civilizations, I want to say like 5 or 6, where Gandhi, usually the most passive or whatever, he would be the most aggressive. You would do something and he would like just start trying to nuke everybody around him.
Breaking treaties, attacking first. Doing Gandhi
is the one that goes ballistic. What happened, Gandhi? What happened, bud? You used to be different. That's what happens when you go dark side. Just like that. You ever notice it takes years to train to be a Jedi? Years. 1 second to go dark. Breaking Bad.
And then it's hard
to action.
You don't go back, or it's very difficult to go back.
It's right. It's like the old trust thing. You build up a lot of trust with somebody. It just takes one simple night of drinking. Goes where you're not supposed to, boom. It's gone. You went to the dark side. That's not just the strip club. Down the street. Just like that, people. I want to see some new Star Wars. I really liked whatever the one that came out a couple years ago was. I'm gonna go look. My controller set right now is weird. Jedi, did you play this game that I haven't told you the name of yet?
The Jedi, the Fallen Order, or
Fallen Order. Thank you. There's so many different names for Jedi.
Loved that game. And I had a buddy who also got very into it. Loved getting the different sabers. Loved getting the different power-ups.
Oh yeah, just swinging a lightsaber at stormtroopers, and you do it like in a pretty cool way. The only thing the game missed was dismemberment. If you get this, like, with Disney, I don't know if you'll ever see that in the Star Wars game again. But
yeah,
there was dismemberment in another one.
There should be. It's a fucking laser sword. Your arm is off.
Yeah. I totally agree. I mean, yeah,
No,
Fallen
I never
Order.
played it
That
though.
was a
I
great one.
played
I'd like to see a sequel to that. That would be dope.
I played Battlefront. Was like my Star
Battlefront
Wars
2
game I
is
played.
still a lot of fun.
Those had fun custom games.
I'm down anytime. Just stream that too. That's some good streaming fun. That's a fun game. It's just a very arcade feel. It's just so much. It's so beautiful, and it's lasers and bright lights and drones and clones. It's great. Stars and wars. It's got it all, baby. And I wish I was better at Squadrons. That's such a tough game.
That's the just flying only, or is there also like, ground combat and stuff?
It's just fighter pilot. Okay. You're just, and there's so many good people on there that just kill you. I guess I suck. I thought I was good at flying games. I've been playing. There's some kind of fighter pilot game. I'm playing Wingman, Project Wingman on Game Pass right now. It's a basic game, flying, shoot people down, but I like that. I like to zone out sometimes and just fly around in games.
That's what I liked about what was the name of it? Anthem. The flying in Anthem was dope.
You're like Iron Man, right?
Yeah.
Even though that's like the shittiest game ever, right?
Everything except the flying sucked. The flying was fun.
The flying, okay. I just wanted the flying, and I respect that.
The flying got me to play that game for like a week instead of a day.
They were hoping that was going to be their Halo.
Yeah, we don't need Halo. We got this. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, try again.
Halo's just so refined. There's so much fandom already behind it too, which helps. They're making a TV show about Halo that I'll probably watch because it actually looks like it might be well done.
They, on Netflix for a while, they had, I want to say, 2 seasons of not Red and Blue. That's a totally different thing.
That shit was funny as hell. Very vulgar. I'm surprised that was on Netflix.
You've seen Red and Blue?
Yeah, Red vs. Blue? Absolutely. YouTube series.
So that was started by, that's where Rooster Teeth started, which became a huge subsidiary got like a bunch of channels on YouTube. Rooster Teeth Productions did Laser Team, the movie. They were a production company started by like 3 or 4 guys. And then, anyway, they did Red versus Blue was what got their big start. Machinima. Using video game players to play out theater. Machinima. And then Machinima became that's a Japanese word. It means like using computer as drama. Or computer as, using like Red versus Blue. Like you use them as your avatars to present what you're going to do. And then Machinima, the company, came later. That's a totally different thing. They went out of business. As a lot of the YouTubers have.
Well, either you make it and move on to better things, or you don't and you give up. I don't see a lot of people who just like hang out. YouTube's trying to change that. They're trying to get their own people to exclusively stream on YouTube, for example, or people continually make content and videos there.
Yeah.
But if Hollywood comes calling, like, how do you not like jump at an actual acting opportunity or something?
Yeah, where better money is. A lot better money in TV if you can actually get into it. From what I hear from YouTubers, even big ones. Like, I get a TV deal, I'm out of here. Fuck YouTube.
Right. How long is Ninja just going to be a Fortnite streamer? Well, maybe always, because maybe he'll never.
He's the top tier. He gets paid to show up and play video games in Coliseums. Like, it's different. He's like he doesn't even have to eat esports because he's like his own entity.
Yo, did Nephis quit ESO? Do you know about Nephis? Oh, he's a dude that like runs the ESO University. And I had heard a while ago that he was like quitting ESO, like he just got fed up with all the bugs and the power creep and everything that's just not getting fixed about the game. But
Is
I
he a
saw him
PC
streaming it the
player?
other night. Yeah, he's a big PC guy.
I'm always curious to see, I don't play on the PTS or anything, so I don't know about the bugs that they have that are different than the console.
I mean, they just get a
Play
lot of
it,
the
play
same bugs first. Not many bugs are fixed between the PC updates and console updates. A couple do.
It's pretty much same. We have the same stuff. We have their sloppy second bugs.
Yeah.
Nice.
But hey, the game's perfect. For all of its flaws, though, I do love ESO the most. It's definitely my, I think, forever game. Like the I'll always come back to it.
Yeah.
Have you played other MMOs? I guess that's a great question for the podcast.
I have. I played WoW for a couple years, 2.5 years, like in its, I say, heyday, 2006 to 8, 9-ish.
Did you get real serious in it, like doing raids and stuff?
I said, well, yeah, not too much. I was part of a guild or whatever they call them. I think it's guild.
There are guilds over there too, yeah.
Yeah, that was. We did a lot of like 4-man stuff, and that was my real introduction to like you. I mean, I guess big MMO style like that with visuals and stuff. I'd played others that before that were text based,
Oh,
so they
that's
weren't
dope.
really called MMOs, even though you might have hundreds of players, even thousands sometimes, all in the same thing. It's just no visual. Like the visual is all text, so it's all description.
Yeah, you're just typing commands and computer's spitting back the results.
Yeah, and you have chat channels the same. It's just you type a thing before you chat channel and bring it up. Anyway, it's different but similar. But you don't have we didn't have raids and stuff. You would have groups, so you group up and do stuff. But it was a lot different. And I watched a lot of people play their own back in the day because I consider myself a gamer. Like I like to play a little bit of everything, right? I like to play racing games. I like to play sports games. I like to play shooting games, fantasy games, puzzle games.
So like you weren't a hardcore MMOer where like you found the genre and stuck. You were like, yep, this.
Well, yeah, like after a while, I wasn't like I've got to find something else, right?
Right.
I wasn't like I've got to get another MMO. I was like, this just isn't for me. When I found this originally, I was, didn't have the fam either yet, so it was fun and everything, but also the game was lacking, 2016, 17ish to me. And now, as I seeing all the stuff fill it up a little bit, it's great. But having the fam really solidifies it, man. Like really, it's like if I didn't have y'all, I don't know if I'd play this game.
I mean, from the time and effort I put in, if I were to lose y'all, I would probably stop playing.
Yeah. It's just
because I just at this point I have too many memories of playing with the fam. So like if something were to happen and I didn't get to anymore, oof.
Yeah,
I would move on to a different game. Probably another MMO. Yeah. This is the first MMO. Oh, do you count RuneScape as an MMO? I suppose it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
I suppose it is. I didn't do any of the PvP though. I just liked leveling skills. I was a grinder. Played a couple hours after school. Chopping wood, lighting fires, fishing, baby. Made okay money, had some nice things, but never did hard, going to all these different delves, dungeons, whatever you want to call them. Hard areas and fighting stuff. I just, I'll bullshit around, trade, and level skills.
Yeah, and my take on it too is playing those other games that had so much in them, usually in an MMO, right? WoW had so many fucking achievements for all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But I was never like, and there's certain games where I want to do that, like GTA, San Andreas. In that game, I wanted to 100% it. Right? There's certain games that I just get the bug for that are so fun to play that I could be doing whatever in the game, like ESO. Just not. I could, as long as I'm in the right frame of mind, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm having fun. I could be fishing and watching a video or something as long as I feel like doing that.
Achievement hunting is a blast.
Whatever.
But
The
sometimes I get
achievements, though, in this game, like, I want them all. I want them all. Like, on 1, 2, not 1. That's my end game.
I used to try and achievement hunt the Xbox achievements for games.
Yeah, Achievement Hunter. Yeah.
Just trying to get gamer score. Mine's not too high. I think I'm like 25K, somewhere around there. That's just because I've played a lot of games and my account's been around a long time. Not anymore.
It's fun.
These days I get achievements in games.
Well, if you rank all the different ones, like Steam achievements, who gives a fuck? Yeah. PlayStation trophies, whatever. I think the Xbox achievement thing is the coolest, the way it's set up.
And when you get achievements, you also get like rewards, or at least I do. I get like weekly quest rewards through Xbox that eventually I get to redeem enough points for Xbox money.
Yeah, makes my Game Pass cheaper.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's awesome. Like that's really cool.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah,
it's a little something. They don't have to. They could just take my money and be like, thanks for using our service.
Yeah, it could be like PlayStation 2 and just suck. No. I haven't played PlayStation Plus or whatever. Like, PlayStation's been looking at Game Pass going,
wow, that's incredible.
That's really good.
Yeah.
How can we do the same thing? Oh, wait. Bethesda's just partnered with them.
I feel like PlayStation's always been behind in the connectivity aspect. They had great games, great visuals. But, like, Xbox chose early on to work on apps, social aspect, like playing with friends and the parties was a joke we always like to make to PlayStation players. It was like, how is getting parties finally on your PS4? We've had them since, like, Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like, that connectivity is, in my mind, why I like Xbox. Now, I don't know what the current status of the console wars are, or even if they're still going. But that's why I picked the platform I did.
And I used to be a big PlayStation. I had PlayStation 2, 3.
Those God of War games look fun, dude. They look fun. Little Big Planet also looked fun. That's a game I wish would have come to Xbox, but
Yeah, Metal Gear. They had some exclusives that just aren't as appealing these days to me. To make me want to go buy a whole console to play.
I feel like stuff's getting beyond exclusives. So, like, yeah, Xbox will have, like, Bethesda content, but I think it's going to be a limited time. So, like, we'll have something 6 months before PlayStation to give Xbox that initial boost. And then, oh, okay, if you still want to play the game, you can play it on PlayStation or PC or on Steam or whatever.
Spider-Man might be worth getting a PlayStation for.
Yeah, Spider-Man looked good. Looks very good.
They had the Uncharted, too. Uncharted, all the Uncharteds were good, but they're not making that lately.
Was Lara Croft Tomb Raider one of their big series?
The Tomb Raider was, but that's not exclusive anymore.
Okay.
Square Enix, who makes those? Those are good games, man. Well, the first couple are. The remakes, really, really good. So many good games coming out soon, man. I'm really excited.
It's an exciting time to be alive. And guess what else is coming out? The fucking DarkBrue podcast. Oh, God, word.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're going to be bringing it smooth to you in a more thought out template too.
I like this though. We
Just for
discussed
you.
like our gaming past and talked a little about ESO.
Oh yeah, we're gonna delve deeper into that because I got questions for you in the future. Oh, I do. I want to. So many things. I'm fascinated by it, especially with gaming, just in general. Just what, like, so many parts about it.
The psychology
So
of
many
gaming
things.
is fascinating.
Oh, there's so many aspects of it. How every years something comes up about violence in video games, we realize that's garbage, and then we move on again. But just to wait till the next controversial things coming up, GTA 6 is not too far off. That's gonna be another pivotal point. Cool things change. I do believe.
I'm very excited. Do you want to
It's been
plug
fun,
anything?
man.
Do you have anything to plug before we kind of wrap up? Because we are at about an hour and 5 minutes. I've been keeping an eye on the timer.
Yeah, that's a good length,
Yeah,
as they say.
hour ish, around there.
Yeah, it's much more to come in the future. Much more.
We got big plans.
I'll take over the world. Maybe more.
Well, I guess I'll plug a couple things. Check out my Twitch. Darkside mentioned it earlier. Twitch.tv/BrueCru. You can friend me on Xbox. TheBrueCru. All my socials are also at TheBrueCru. Insta, YouTube. I think my Twitter is as well. Yeah. It's at TheBrueCru. And Dynasty of Tamriel, our ESO guild. Always looking for more members. Dynasty of Tamriel is a great place to be. When I upload this, I'll probably add a link in the description. So look there for all these fun things.
Yeah. Come talk to us. Hit us up. We'll run dungeon with you. You know?
Yeah. Absolutely. I met some good people just yesterday, actually, newer to the guild. We ran Fanglair hard mode and the other achievements as well. Got them their
Yeah,
personality.
getting it done.
It was fun. So, yeah, we like to do stuff. We like to have fun. Stuff and things.
We like to get it done. Yeah. We like to learn too because we haven't done everything yet.
Oh, yeah, we still have. At least I definitely have a lot to learn.
Got some sweaty peeps though.
We got some sweaty peeps. So, yeah, thanks for listening. And
Very much.
see you next week.
See ya.